Open me up. Open me up. YouTube, please, please, please. Because I just did my last live and my live was crazy. I hope I don't have to wait until I get home and I have to do this late night hour. Never talk about secret societies. This is what I want to say. And I'm going to say it, and I'm not even going to look down at my screen. I'm just going to say it because it have to be said. I'm just going to say it because it have to be said. It have to. My name is Majesty Angel, right? I am the gateway to the balance. You like, girl? I don't care how far stretched this might sound, but I gotta say it. For my sword sways anyway, meaning I'm in the middle. The order. Secret societies have been around for centuries. I don't like to talk about them because guess what? I show all the orders respect, dealing with ancient things, dealing with ancient knowledge, dealing with how the world is going to come, regardless. And you like, girl, what are you saying? I'm on the other side. Now, I'm speaking as a villain just a little bit, meaning everything at this particular time, it has to happen. Now, this shit might sound so far stretched. It is. Now, I can go into a whole different another level of it, what I'm saying, but I don't want to help people who's joining the order. For real, for real. Meaning for even people, meaning doing a whole bunch of different things. Because remember, my sword sways either way. Meaning I'm coming up here and I'm telling people, for real, for real. It's called the tree of life. It's called balance. Good and evil will always be here on this earth. People are going to choose whatever they feel fit. Most importantly, if this is what you want to do, here I go, going far left. If this is what you want to do, and you want to join any secret societies or organization, then you do that. You like what? I told you, I sit in a balance. For everything has to happen the way that it needs to happen. For the way people are going to be persecuted, they're going to be persecuted from everything that they have done and that they are going to do. But what I want people to do is I want people to think for themselves. Never allow people to make you do anything. I always say that. That's why I always come up here and I don't preach to have people in my mind because everybody's mind is different. For real, for real. I can't really talk too much, but I'm never going to get up here and I'm never going to say that shit. Nope. Because I'm woke, meaning people have to make the decisions. People decisions have already been written out for them. Now, the only thing that's very, very stupid of people, because they're gonna short their own self out. Always. That's just the way of life. That's just the way things be. Now, I'm just saying, listen, all the orders know people. I'm just saying, for real, for real. All the orders know people. For I always say, listen, listen, listen. You like what? Don't back out. I always say that. Don't back out. You signed it. You signed it. You like, girl, you sound crazy. Because right now, I seen it. I seen Beyonce doing what she doing. I seen the other girl doing what she doing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. But in every chapter, I say it like that. Even within their household, shit have to be switched and the shit have to be changed. I always say that shit. For real, for real. Now, dealing with it because I don't really like talking on a whole bunch of different things because sometimes people don't be knowing what the fuck that they be saying. They don't know. You can't comprehend. Some people be putting certain groups for real or certain orders and different chambers that they're not even supposed to be. They always say it's very, very ignorant. I would feel like for myself to talk about certain things that I really don't know, that I really can't comprehend. For real, for real. Look at the world. Look how people are performing. They're performing anyway at a demise, meaning they're gonna do everything that they want to do to end their self, meaning the things that they do, the way that they're performing, the way that they are snakery. I always said I had a conversation with somebody. We was talking about the industry for real, for real. We were talking about it, right? But I always say, for I do not want to help people. I do not. You like what? Go on. I always say that. Go on. These people know. Like, let me tell you something. The greed of the heart is where people are going to be put in their own motherfucking personal motherfucking prisons. I always say that. Now, dealing with the society, meaning we are not back in before Christ, after Christ, all of that other different shit, because through time dealing with history, if motherfuckers really said that they know their history, dealing with a whole bunch of different religions and the way that shit was practiced, meaning dealing with a whole bunch of different things, then you'll know a whole bunch of different things. But people really don't understand that shit. Just like people who are going in there to go sign that motherfucking contract. That's why I always go sign the contract. Right? Now you have people who don't know all the shit that entails in a whole bunch of different things. But people are going to find out. And then you have some people who don't want to do certain things because of the fear and shit that they're hearing the people, meaning the masses, the people that are saying that they really don't know, they can't comprehend it, or shit like that. So then you're going against certain different things. That sometimes that's designed and shit. Look, I'm just saying, what about the chapters and shit like that? That's in a whole bunch of different colleges and shit like that. It's a whole bunch of different things. That's why I always say the unknown is very, very tricky. But the order, I'm never doing that shit. You like what? Hell no. You like, I'm not. What you mean, Angel? You like because I'm just saying that's the tree of life, yo. As much as people want to say this, that, and the third, people are still going to do what they want to do. It's just so funny about it. People go about a whole bunch of different shit for they really don't understand. Now, what baffles me is because a lot of people don't understand a whole different other side of it. Meaning, what can I say about it? Oh man, because I really don't like talking about certain shit like this. Like, oh man, the only thing that I can say is, listen, I always shit. I just say it like that. Man, it's crazy when people are frauds, meaning they're fake, they're fraudulent, they're fake, they're fraudulent, and then you have a whole nother other class of people or whoever who are real. So it's the class between the titans, meaning those who are frauds and those who are real and shit like that. So the tables, meaning the tables are going to be turned as much as they want to say. So if Beyonce want to keep getting up there throwing up whatever the fuck that she's throwing up, then let her keep throwing it and shit like that. That's her truth. That's where she's at. That she's comfortable doing whatever the fuck she want to do. Now all of these other people that's coming behind them, I call them lower levels. They're lower levels. For real, for real. So they're going to get exactly what the fuck that they deserve. Even Beyonce. What the fuck y'all talking about? Is somebody's higher than her? It's always different tiers of different things. For even at the end of the day, even she's going to be penalized for whatever the fuck she have done or whatever the fuck that she is into. But guess what? You understand what I'm saying? This is the whole shit that I've been trying to tell people. Just dealing with a whole bunch of different things. Once people have came within their life and they have accepted the shit that they have done or the shit that they gotta do and the shit, it doesn't matter what anybody is going to say about anything. And then people be so fucking lost. Listen, I'm the ruler over this shit. I'm telling you, I'm the ruler. Not saying this. I'm put it in here. Put it in your mind. Put it in your mind. You came over here fucking around with me. You wanted to get some. You wanted to get down with me. Whatever. You've been in this shit for over I don't know how many years. This is that and the third. You know when you come over here, it's blood in and it's blood out. Ain't no getting out. Listen to what I said. That's why I penalize Nicki Minaj ass. I'm gonna say. Because when you start talking about a whole bunch of different shit that you said, whatever, it rings my ear up. Because how the fuck are you talking about all of this different shit if you wasn't participating in some of this shit? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I said. For real, for real. Now, if you want to talk about it like that, because ain't nobody talking about it like that, she was part of the order. She was throwing up the same shit Beyonce was throwing up. It's in fucking Super Bass when she covered her motherfucking eye. It's in the old clipping when she was going to the MTV award and shit, and she was dressed as a motherfucking colonel and shit like that. It's just something within the contract. Meaning, now we're going back to the beginning. I don't want to say that. Remember, I stand in the middle of balance and shit like that. It's not about that. Certain people, meaning, listen, when you have certain entities, not, I don't know why I said that, but when you have certain things that's backing you, meaning I'm the machine. I built you in a way. Yeah, people came around and they loved you or whatever. This is that and the third. But me, you touched a whole bunch of different things. Your money went a whole bunch of different things. Whatever. Now you became fucking greedy. I'm just saying. Or you didn't know what the fuck you were getting yourself into. And now because whatever people have done, you have been kicked from out of the palace. I was trying to say that shit about Kanye West yesterday, but the fucking shit hung up. I said that he was the prodigy child on the shit that I did with Kanye West. I said, but what happens when the prodigy child goes rogue and shit like that? Then a whole bunch of different things. I always say that, yo. Listen. Oh shit, I hate talking to fucking non-woke ass people. But I see the fucking world that we living in. People's minds are not capable enough to see what the fuck they are seeing. So guess what happens? They become mad. They become crazy. Listen to this shit. They put themselves in an environment that now they're about to go witness a whole bunch of shit that their mind is not capable of doing. What happens? They become mad and shit like that. But this is what the fuck you signed up for and shit like that. It's an even exchange. What are you going to do for this? People be so scared to be broke, to go back to their lifestyle. So they do it. Nah. It's a change within the order. I'm sorry, Illuminati and the secret society. Can I say this today? For even fucking Beyonce can be fucking replaced if she don't do what the fuck she needs to do. Don't nobody want to go broke. They did it already anyway, just a little bit, just a little and shit like that. Especially when Jay-Z said what the fuck he said and a whole bunch of different things. I'm not going after Jay-Z or whatever, but when he said, nah, the Super Bowl need me, I don't need them, or however that it may be. Niggas is retarded. People be forgetting who the fuck put you there. Here I come, the villain. Oh, you forgot? Go to jail, P. Diddy. Why the fuck y'all think P. Diddy went to jail? That's what I really like talking about P. Diddy. P. Diddy was a fucking example. They about to humble fucking 50 Cent in a minute, just in a minute. But he's a rogue motherfucking agent, so that nigga stays between the lines. These niggas be knowing what the fuck be going on. Why everybody be doing on? Why you think it's some of these niggas, however you want to call it fit? Listen, I respect a villain. You said what? I always say, why I have to be cold-hearted? Niggas don't know what it is to be cold-hearted. They don't know. They don't know the fucking real true capacity of being a savage. I'm just saying, or a villain and shit like that. You do not know. Niggas act like they know how it is. I'm just saying, until you get into a fucking place where you have to be a savage. And then guess what? You can no longer think about that. You can no longer dwell on that shit, meaning the actions and shit that you just performed. So because you have just performed these sinful ass actions, let's talk it like that, you can't take it. He can't. This nigga's weak. He's weak. And shit like that. He becomes what? No good. Or guess what? You have just been participating in all of these crazy ass, sinful ass acts and shit like that. And guess what the fuck you do? You find somebody like Epstein and shit. Damn, I'm going too deep. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's very fucked up. That's why I be trying to teach people about energy and shit. Sexual rituals and shit. Why you think some of these motherfuckers don't be really wanting people to understand the real true definition of sexual energy, meaning the way that you can harvest energy, the way that you can motherfucking manifest. Now, when you can tap into that shit on a whole different, this world is so fucking lost. That's why I love history. I love history. That's why I say I'm woke. You can't tell me nothing. But you not going to go against the order. Like I'm speaking up for the order. I guess so, motherfuckers. I'm speaking up for the order. I'm speaking up for the Illuminati. I'm speaking up for all of these niggas. Y'all niggas get the fuck out of the way. And I'm saying that very disrespectful. Because everything that's happening right now, it has to happen. Fuck you going to interfere with some shit that has to happen. These niggas got to sell out. It's even in the scales of the tree of life. I don't give a fuck how many people you try to say this is that. It's gonna be 100, 1,000 more ready to sign a fucking line on this motherfucking dot because that's the cycle of life. I'm not helping no fucking body. I always say that shit. I don't want to get into it and put myself in this shit because I outrank all of them spiritually. I don't like what the fuck that Now, I guess I'm speaking. I just got chills all over my fucking body when I said that shit. Because I don't like none of this shit. And I'm talking about in the spiritual part. But since I'm spiritual and I understand that shit, people are free to do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's some real life shit for people's ass. Now, what I say for people, meaning the people who didn't understand the real true fucking ramification of what the fuck that they was doing, then they deserve a pass. Meaning because they didn't know. I always say that shit. They didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't comprehend and shit. How the fuck certain shit got down and it got down and how niggas get down or whatever the fuck. But guess what? You asked for that. Kanye West asked to be fucking famous. But unfortunately, he didn't know that his fucking mother was going to get her head chopped the fuck off. And he was going to be the fucking one who did it. So if he running around here talking about fuck the order and fuck this shit and fuck this shit, nigga, tell the truth. You wanted this shit. You didn't know the fucking price that you was going to have to pay, nigga. So give fucking Satan a little bit more motherfucking respect. Give these niggas a little bit more motherfucking respect. But because if it wasn't for these niggas, you wouldn't be fucking Kanye West. It's just now your ass is woke. Huh? Damn, I just lost people. But what's up, woke people, since we talking about the shit today, or however the fuck that it want to be? You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Sorry, yay. But I'm just saying, that's the real true ramification, allegedly, I'm sorry, let me say, allegedly and shit like that. I hate a coward ass nigga. You like what? I hate it. It bothers my other side of me that I don't like and shit. Nigga, fall on your sword. I'm very like that. I told people I'm in the middle between good and evil. For real, for real. This is the choice that everybody on this earth have to make. So don't tuck your tail and shit. Don't drive yourself mentally insane sometimes. You did a sacrifice or however the fuck that it may be. However that it may be. Don't let certain shit go the fuck down in vain or however the fuck you want to put it. And that's what good and bad, goddammit. Like, come the fuck on. This world is crazy. We're all categorized within our own social circus, not social circus, social circle from birth, from off of our motherfucking social security card and a whole bunch of different things. People are already the way people minds are and a whole bunch of different shit and the way people are. People are already put within a certain listen, you want to go deeper within that shit? Embedded in everybody's fucking DNA in the world. traces back to a whole bunch of different leniencies of different shit that from people who are. And guess what? Dummies around the world, y'all niggas didn't gave it to them. I be saying I ain't giving nobody shit, but the more I go to the hospital and these motherfuckers run my shit through the motherfucking thing, I guess motherfuckers know who I am. Your motherfuckers better. For real. I'm just saying. Let's be for real. So it goes deeper. Yes. They don't want to try to teach people, or they don't want people to be awoken. That's why I always say the most powerful thing that people can be is spiritual. Why you think that is so much shit going against spiritual people? Because when you become spiritual and shit like that, you're tapping into a whole different other cluster of different things. You're seeing a whole bunch of different things. So it gives you a different advantage on different things. Meaning, for some people, you'll find out who your original self is, where you have came from, your bloodline of who you are, what you are capable enough to do. And you will find out if you are royalty or if you are a fucking peasant. That's the pyramid that we live in. Now, I don't want to talk about a social society fucking pyramid. And the people need to stop saying the rich and the middle class. It would never, ever be a middle class ever again within the United States of America. It would always be the top of the pyramid or the bottom. Now, that line that separates the top and the bottom, it's like a grain of motherfucking salt and shit like that. For real. Because they keep talking about influence. Okay, that's cool and dandy and shit like that. But not all people need that other part of the influence. Some people just are the influential people. I say that shit. I always say my motherfucking ass is a fucking threat or whatever the fuck. I don't know why I'm saying that. Because I'm moving shit. I'm doing something. I always say, but I want these niggas. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. I always say that. You like, because it's going to the left. But when you understand, you understand. You understand, you move better. You understand. I don't care about nobody. I want whoever the fuck is looking at me to have some fucking respect for me. That's just bottom line. Because I'm not with all of this folly shit. I'm not creating my fucking YouTube channel or whatever to go against some shit that been on this planet for 500 years. People sound retarded, but people can do whatever you want to do. That's what you want to do. But I'm not slandering some shit that is still going to be around with my motherfucking ass, and my family and shit like that is going to be on in the dirt. For real. This shit ain't going to change. This shit's still going to be here until the world said that it has enough. Until the world stop producing what? Oxygen. Until the world start what? Producing fruits and a whole bunch of other different shit. And they ready to put us on a fucking spaceship and bring us to a whole nother fucking galaxy and shit. And we be over there living like the goddamn Jetsons and shit. I'm just saying. People need to stop playing with some shit that they have no comprehending of and shit. And wonder and shit why they only getting but so far and they doing a whole bunch of different shit. People don't really want them niggas and men in black to start coming after them and doing the whole, because they not prepared for it. For real. People be knocking at doors. I'm just saying, be careful when you knocking at certain doors. People, you see it. Niggas is in prison for that shit. I mean, for real, people are missing, however the fuck you want to put it, however you want to call it. I always say that I don't want to become famous on social media for tearing down social societies and the order and a whole bunch of shit. I do not want to become known for that. I don't want to create my channel and be an ignorant ass individual. I do not want the world and people to know me for that. I want people to know me that I was in the middle. I talked about good shit. I talked about bad shit. I talked about if people want to be good, then be good. You can be good. You can be the most amazing person. But if you want to be fucking bad, then be bad. And die with a Joker smile on your face. And stop trying to go against something and shit like that because your ass jumped off the porch and you had no fucking business jumping off the porch. Now, it becomes very, very tricky. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Niggas be... I know. People be jumping off the porch, meaning they don't understand. I always say that. But people go, I'm just saying, damn. You're like, what, man? Damn. I'm ready to ask these niggas, can they recruit me? I'm just saying. And I want to be part of the process and shit. When they do the applications and shit like that and a whole bunch of shit, because I can smell niggas. I smell niggas. I smell niggas. I smell niggas. You like what? I smell them. I smells them out. Like, girl, no. You like what? No, I'm mad. You want to hear I go? I'm mad at all of y'all. You like what? Here I go talking to the shit. I hope this shit is working. Yeah. I'm mad at Bones and Skulls. I'm mad at the Illuminati. I'm mad at the Luciferians. I'm mad at the Satanists. I'm mad at who else? The Nephilim. I'm mad at all of these motherfuckers. You like what? You like what? Bet you crazy. No. You like, because I always say that. I'll be feeling like I'm the fucking gatekeeper of the fucking universe and a whole bunch of different shit, yo. And the only why I say that is because certain people should not have the fucking privilege to up. Well, they're idiots. They're idiots. You know what? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. But just to even have the privilege to even throw certain powerful or however, to even say that you were associated or even say some shit like that. Because people are so fucking fraudulent when it comes to shit like that. But it's a game. I like it and shit like that. Because you know what? As much as they want to go against it or they want to try to think that they're bigger, they're not bigger. That's the whole fucking mission of it. They let you play a whole bunch of fucking games and a whole bunch of different shit, but it's very, very crazy. Like, girl, no, I'm talking about it. They talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it. They talking about it. But I just want people to say no. Like, bitch, no. They want to join the secret societies? Let them. For real. Why you going to talk to somebody? Because they're going to want to do it anyway. I just say it's supposed to be a privilege and an honor. How the fuck y'all just letting all these fucking people go through the little tests and shit, and now they throwing up shit like these motherfuckers? I'm just saying because now I'm speaking in my villain energy and shit like that. Like that shit is like embarrassing. You like what? It is. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing, and it's fucking embarrassing. But I see. I understand it. And it's very, very cowardly. Like, because I don't know what the fuck be going on. Like, it's very, very cowardly. And I don't mean to say it like that. I should not say what I'm about to say. I'm just saying. Like, because whatever people believe in or whatever, why the fuck you gonna be ashamed of it? For real. That's what the fuck you are. I'm just saying. I got the okay. I can say this shit. The fuck it. I'm out. For real. I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do. Because I'm this is what it is. And people need to understand that, meaning on that ramification, you're never supposed to be ashamed of some shit that you are doing and that you are involved with. However that it want to go, the world is going differently, for real. So it is what it is, for real, for real. Shout out, I ain't saying shout out to Beyonce, whatever. I don't have nothing really bad or really harsh or anything like to get with her, you know what I mean? But I always say that it's even somebody higher than her. That's who I'm trying to know. You like, bitch, you disrespectful. I keep telling these people, I'm not disrespectful. I'm not. But when you understand a whole bunch of different things, meaning, and then they talking about Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey knew what the fuck she did. Chloe Bailey was trying to be bigger than the program. However, it might still be cute. It might still be this, that, and the third. But she did some shit that she know what the fuck she did. She went against some shit. She know what the fuck that she did. She went a whole different route, and it really didn't work for her. Now, I'm proud of her sister, meaning Haley, even though I came up here and I was talking whatever the fuck that I was talking about. Her sister, Haley's going to get a different result because of who she is. Her sister, Haley, and Chloe are like light and darkness and shit, but I don't know what type of fake fucking darkness shit Chloe is. She's just, you understand, even through whatever that she was, even though she was whatever, she was a fraudulent. So that's why her shit is not working. She know what the fuck she did. I'm just saying. And then on that note, I wouldn't accept it. You like what? Nope. I wouldn't accept it. I'm just saying. A person that comes back for a second time is a person who don't know. They just doing it because they feel like they have no choice. I don't want a motherfucker to do some shit because they have no choice. I want somebody to ride out on their first movement, because the first movement of you doing whatever shows me how much you really want to get down with this. It shouldn't be, I don't know, motherfuckers. It's either it's yes or no. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Yeah, but I'm sorry, world. I don't like talking about this stuff. I don't. I really don't. I don't like talking about stuff like that. But I'm not going like for real. I go against people who talk about it for real, for real. Like only why I'm saying that because it's just nature, it's law for real. You can't. The humanity of the people are going to want to do whatever that they want to do as much as you try to stop them. But I'm against people trying to stop people, meaning putting fucking other batteries within people's back. You know what I'm saying? If people want to be what they want to be, then allow them to be whatever the fuck that they want to be, yo. Who the fuck do people think that they are? Like, for real, that's how I am. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm coming here today to tell you, if that's the road that you go down, you better make sure you ride that shit out all the way. Do not be like your previous successors and shit. Because it just looks very, very crazy. And never forget, I hate a nigga that bites the hand that feeds them. I don't care if it's bad or not, bitch. I'm just saying, it still fed you. It still gave you exactly everything that you were asking for. And I'm still not helping fucking people. For real. You like what? Nope. Because they need to burn. You like what? Hell yeah. Please stop talking about me, people. Like what? For real. Because they're going to burn. For real. You're going to burn. I shouldn't say it like that. You are. You just don't know when, but it's going to be. However, that's the way that you are. However, you know what I'm saying. Now I always say, I like this noble life for real. This noble life that a lot of people don't understand. I'm not saying that I'm broke. Nigga gonna talk about people talking about broke bitches, broke bitches, broke bitches. It's okay being the way that it is. I bet you I don't have problems and aggravations. I'll be trying to I be trying to hide from a whole bunch of different shit, but it seems like every time I get up here and I start talking my mouth, I start talking out of my mouth. I feel like I put more holes and shit in me, but I hope that it's good holes than more than it's bad holes. For real, for real. But I don't like talking like that. But I would definitely, you like what? I guess motherfuckers, I'm y'all fucking spokesperson. You like what? For real, because shit have to happen. For real, for real. For real, for real. But people are idiots. They are. I really, really hate it. And then most importantly, I have to talk about it, go against it just a little bit, because my grandfathers and shit were fucking Masons. They were black Masons. Both of my grandfathers were 33rd Masons, and they were righteous men. For real. My grandfather was a righteous. He was a righteous man. No matter how much they want to talk about the Masons and all of that other shit, my grandfather was a great man. For real, for real. So I really don't be knowing what the fuck these people be talking about. It's just a whole bunch of different shit that will always be locked off to the public. And motherfuckers definitely need to be locked out of certain shit because they're not honorable and they're not fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're not honorable enough to be able to touch a whole bunch of different things. They shouldn't be honorable enough to fucking read a whole bunch of different things. And they damn sure shouldn't be honorable to be around a whole bunch of different people. I don't give a fuck what you say for. It's a fucking club right now and shit that Jay-Z and Beyonce ass cannot go to. You like? For real. You like, it's different places, meaning different sectors and different shit that different people cannot get into because guess what? Ding dong. You are not honorable enough. You do not have that badge and that shit and those different classifications, however the fuck you want to put it, to be able to enter this sector. You like what? I just said that shit. This sector. People always show themselves. And the best way to show people for who they are is to give their ass a whole bunch of fucking money. You like, bitch? Hell yeah. You like, what, bitch? Yeah, give them a whole bunch of money. Give them millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And this motherfucker really gonna show. It's gonna show. It's going to show. And guess what? Once they have touched so much millions and millions, and they network is at a whole bunch of fucking millions and millions of dollars, and they show they motherfucking self, this is what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to fucking demote you. You like what? Exactly. Because now you thought that you were greater than me. You thought that you was greater than the empire. So I'm fucking demote you. And now from now on, you're only going to be able to do this and get this. But I'm still going to show you motherfuckers who, you understand what I'm saying? That's a whole another different way and shit. I understand. I see why. Shit. It's just people are retarded. So, ding dong. I always say that shit. Niggas is going to get different results and shit. Niggas gonna be sitting different places and shit. Because niggas is doing shit totally different. Niggas is dangerous. I always say that. They're very dangerous. And I'm not gonna say how dangerous that they are. But even though they're dangerous or however, I'm so happy that the eyes and the other eyes, meaning the real true motherfuckers and shit like that, really see people for who they are. So guess what? Everybody's gonna fall on their own fucking sword. Real. It's just that some people don't fall the right way and shit on the fucking sword that they have already put in the fucking ground for themselves. So y'all niggas be woke out there, for real. Y'all niggas want to join these motherfucking sororities and shit like that, because a whole bunch of people have been talking bad about sororities too, meaning their experiences and a whole bunch of different things or whatever. I'm just saying today, because my channel is open to everybody. You like what? It is. And it's going to stay like that. My shit is open to the world. My mind is not frequenting on these people. I don't know what these people are. I would die for real, and I would be put on my own sword for the way that I'm going up and the way that I'm speaking. But the way that I'm going and the way that I'm speaking is the way that I'm supposed to speak. The time is short. The time is short, but then it's not short. For real. I'm just saying, now I don't want to help niggas. I don't. I'm saying niggas are peasants. I say that shit so... Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. What the fuck? Hello. Do these y'all niggas want to tell me some shit that I don't know? I'm not talking to the people. I'm talking to the other people. Because that's the second time that I caught myself doing that. And I really don't know where it come from. Now, maybe that's something that I don't even know. That's what's inside of me, my bloodline. I don't know. But it's very, I shouldn't say it like that. Because I caught myself. For real. That's the second time. I understand it. But I really do. But only why I'm saying that they're peasants, because they are. For real. The perfect shit that I seen, and a lot of people that shit like went over people's head, is when Nicki Minaj went to some shit and she sat down next to all these high profile people, and they looked at her the way that they were supposed to look at her. And I'm not talking about her, but they looked at her as shit. They looked at her as trash. I'm just saying, you like, what am I saying? Be very careful, and I'm going to say this very carefully. You better off just, I don't want to say what I was going to say, but why in the fuck? Even for Kanye West, though, too, though, or anybody I'm just giving y'all niggas a forewarning, just in life. It don't even have to be at that high level. It could be in your community. It could be wherever you at. Why is it? Why would you think that people would trust you? I'm just saying. If you was to go against and try to destroy some shit, and you was to go and you're running around trying to fuck up people's careers and their money and a whole bunch of different shit, or against a group or a society or a fucking organization, you're going against them and you're tearing them down terribly. Why the fuck would you think anybody else would want to deal with you? Because you showed underneath pressure that you are not loyal, that you will flip and shit like that. I'm just saying, so people in general wouldn't want to deal with you. I know I ain't dealing with nobody like that, because you just showed, bitch, if I'm just saying, anything, you're going to flip when you feel like you're not satisfied. So no, I don't want you around me. I don't even want to do business with you and shit like that. I'm just saying, fuck that. I'm just saying, because when you're dealing with a whole bunch of different other things, as much as it's coming, people have a whole bunch of shit to lose. And you just showed me, bitch, messing around with you, I'm going to lose everything. So no, I don't want to mess with you. You become tainted. You became bad and shit like that. That's why certain people would disassociate themselves with that. Because just because you feel some type of way, like I don't feel like that, however that it may be. You just started some shit, for real. And you know, like certain people be knowing what the fuck that they be doing. And then they get mad when people don't want to deal with them. Nah, nigga, I'm not dealing with that. You chose that. So when you chose what you chose, that gave me no reason. That gave me no choice but for me to fall back or to fall back from you. I mean, permanently and shit like that. For real. People have to understand that. For real. I always say that. Like, what, girl, you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I'm a realist. And I think that's what I love that. For real. That's what I always say. I'm so sorry. I probably lost a whole bunch of different people. But I'm coming up here saying that I'm balanced. When you're balanced, you can talk about every different. That's just how I feel. I'm balanced. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna be one way. I can never be one way. And plus I'm just very, very wise. I love history. I love shit. As much as people say, I didn't study about a whole bunch of different shit that these motherfuckers are talking about. And some of this shit is all from whatever the fuck that they done got, and this is that and the third. They don't know all of that shit. All these, a whole bunch of different shit that people are talking about is theories and a whole bunch of different things and shit like that. I always say that, especially like nigga. I'm just saying, just in general. You saying all of this shit, but what the fuck did you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you do? What did you do? You trying to talk about all this other shit, but what did you do, nigga? What did you perform? Yeah, you don't want to say all of that shit because now, guess what? Your ass is now capable to be held up in the court of law and shit like that. Very, very crazy. I wonder if they went and they did that to that boy. I told him don't do it. You like what? For, for real. These guys, I don't like when people talk too much. For real. Because somebody was talking about how they got like a secret fucking envelope or whatever the fuck. I don't know if the nigga was lying or not. But I told them that they should take that fucking invitation back. Like, here I go again. Like, hell yeah. I'm just saying, people are dumb. People are stupid. For real. And they're stupid on a whole bunch of different levels. So guess what? You cannot get mad. I always say that shit. When other people get whatever that they get in a whole bunch of different things. And I hate a sourpuss. For real. I always say that. Like, girl, you crazy. No. I always say that. People are weird. People can't be trusted. I always say that shit. For a lot of different things. They show it. Like, no. That's why I say people are peasants. I don't care if you're rich, you're a billionaire, you're a millionaire. You're still a peasant to me. You are not honorable. You're not deemed. For real. That could be on both sides. They could be on both sides. So I don't get worried about that. For real. I always say that. It is what it is. It is what it is. So until next time, you guys be good. For real. Y'all do whatever you want to do. Don't let nobody. You know, y'all niggas in the industry. I was gonna say welcome. I didn't say it like that. Welcome. Welcome. I tell you, welcome. Until next time, you guys be blessed, man. I'm just who I am, man. For real. It is what it is. I'm telling you. So until next time, you guys stay awake. Y'all just be who y'all need to be, man. And just whatever in life, in life, man. Don't be trying to put the blame on nobody or nothing. You did whatever the fuck you did. Understand what I'm saying? So you have to be a man about it and you have to be a woman about it. For real. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why I gotta say this shit all the time. It's like I just in life, I've been through so much shit in life. Why I'm gonna let anything slow me down? I sacrifice too motherfucking much. I cannot let anything or whatever get in my way. The worst place, now I'm not talking about that, I'm just talking about in general. People are making themselves their own fucking prisoner of their own of their own sins. Leave that shit, bury that shit, however that it need to be, and just go. That's why when people, meaning when their shit from their past or however come up, they be all frantic-y, they be wilding out, they be tweaking out, they be doing a whole bunch of different shit. It's because you haven't made amends with your own fucking demons. Once you make amends of whoever the fuck that you are, then you really can do what you need to do. But until then, you will be drunk, you will be high, you will be medicated, you will be in. Hello. You always change my goddamn mood. Who is this? I really want to know who you are. Hey now, I'm okay. All right. Listen, I wanted to come on here earlier and be like, I don't know who I was talking to, but I was gonna say, come get me, come get me. Wait, I need a vacation. Yo, I'm so tired and I can't slow down. I'm tired. I need a rest, and nobody's letting me rest. What you mean? I can't take a napper papper. I gotta get up and leave, and then I don't get sleep. And then when I go home, I'm a mom. So then when I go home, then I got home. Then I gotta go home. I gotta clean. I gotta go see what's going on. I gotta make sure dinner is good. Then I gotta make sure my kids. So it's not a rest for me. I'm still in gear. The only way I'm gonna really have a rest if somebody gives me a free vacation. Wait. I swear to God, y'all gonna be mad. You gonna be mad. My kids gonna be good because they gonna be with their dad and shit like that. They gonna be mad. You like, what? Hell yeah. I'm turning off my phone, for real. I'm turning off my phone. I'm gonna have my own mommy time, for real, for real. Nobody's gonna be able to get in contact with me. You shit, you better be lucky. You better know where to find me at. Like, what? That's what I was gonna say today. Really? Listen, who is